Are socialists really envious of capitalists? Find out here on this edition of New Socialist Era, bringing it to you once again. As I always do, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe, do all the hell, y'all know the routine. Let's just get into it. Um, Lately there's been an uptick of people slinging out the tired narrative of socialists being envious of capitalists. Socialists just want to take what capitalists have because capitalists, according to them, are successful and they're great and they're the best thing ever, and socialists just want to leech everything, right? So, yeah, now that I'm hearing that, I figure it's time for me to make a video on it a little bit because, quite frankly, it's really ridiculous. As a socialist, you know, by and large, look to protect workers and their value of their labor. The workers, the rights that they should be having, at least as far as socialists think they should have. Um, because if anything, capitalists themselves are the ones that are infinitely envious of everybody else. I mean, look at their philosophy. Their core capitalist core philosophy is more, more, more. Greed, greed, greed. Okay? And when I say capitalist, I don't mean just your average everyday person. I mean like capitalists like the people who own Walmart, Elon Musk, the billionaires. I'm talking about the real capitalists, okay? Look, the actual capitalists, those who own the means of production. I'm talking about them. I'm not talking about your buddy who goes out and mows lawns for 30, 40 bucks for a pop. I ain't talking about him. He's just bartering his labor for money, okay? He's just trading labor for money. He's not controlling the means of production and using market forces to keep wages down and, buying off politicians to do their will, electorally to get their way economically in this society. I'm talking about real capitalists, okay? These fuckers have the creed of what they have is not enough and they want more and more and more. If anything, capitalists are way more envious of everybody else, even other capitalists too. They want to crush the competition. They want to, put the other guy out of business, make him the other person their bitch, at least economically, so they can benefit from that. So if anything, this whole notion of that socialists or capital or envious of capitalists is really projection by capitalists onto socialists, and quite frankly, anyone on the left. I will say that those who are, say, the democratic I'm sorry, the social democrats, those who who prefer capitalism, but they want to see regulations and taxation and things like that. They're not as bad typically. And quite frankly, a lot of them are understandably pretty decent. They just think that capitalism is the one and only way to go to generate economic activity, when in fact, we got examples of, worker democratized places all over the world. I mean, hell, Europe, look at their situation with worker board membership. And it works pretty well for them. So workplace democracy, which is part of socialism, or can be, works pretty well. So if anything, socialism or socialists or socialist advocates, such as myself, look to, just make sure that people by and large get a fair shake, fair representation, decent representation. If anything, we're not looking to own every little thing and control the world so we can bleed it dry. We're looking just to make sure that people, by and large, are just given that treatment of that decent treatment overall, instead of being exploited based on their possible situation to just be taken advantage of for the purpose of what capitalists want to do, and that's to maximize profit. So if anything, that's what I'm trying to get at here. Excuse me. So next time you hear some moron try to say that socialists are just envious of capitalists because taxes. Like, motherfucker, capitalists like taxes too when it goes to things that they like. Okay, not all capitalists, if you're a hardcore ANCAP or right-wing libertarian, I know we all know their position on that. But for the most part, but I will say that again, just just hammer back, because from the capitalists, it's just pure projection that they're trying to make it look like socialists are envious or they're leeches. It's just really ridiculous. So I just thought I'd put this video out there to, just try to dispel this notion that socialists are envious of capitalism. No, no, no. Socialists look to protect the thing that gives capitalists, the thing that's able to give them value and able to give them profit, and that's, socialists want to protect labor. Labor is superior to capital. You can go back far enough. All the capital that's ever been acquired is done by labor. So labor must be protected categorically. So if you could leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think and all that, and I will see y'all around next time.